also one of our most senior members. He's also happens to be the president of our club, this term. He's an engineer, and he has a company that's doing software and logistics. He's very interested in travel and travels a lot. And he's also a great fan of communication and also public speaking. So I'd like to welcome him to stage with your applause. He's presenting his 9th speech out today.
If you want to follow your dreams, you need to learn saying no, and very, very often. The human brain behaves like a beach ball filled with bees. Hundreds of conflicting impulses pushing us into different directions. Imagine, because people don't want to do a single thing. We want to do all the things. We simultaneously want to do exercise and to learn maybe Spanish and to go out for a pizza. Our desires are endless. They are independent bees. They are independent bees pushing us in their own selfish directions. As a result, that ball isn't going nowhere. It is controlled more by the terrain than the will of what is inside it. And this is how most of people live their lives. We feel endlessly conflicted and we never have enough time. What's happened to us is more strong than our ability to combat it. Well, let's fix it. I'm going to ask you to learn about these 3 ideas. One is to learn and get rid of the curse of a great idea. Imagine 20 years ago, you are a genius who just came up with the ideas of starting up the Google, Facebook, and the Amazon, all at the same time. You just invented the best 3 business ideas of the last century. If you were to pick any one of them, you would worth by billions by now. But if you are determined to do all 3 of them, you would absolutely be nowhere. It's not about only having a good idea, great idea. Lots of people have great ideas. The problem is that too many great ideas cancel each other out. That's why a committee of smart people called an idiot. Leadership actually doesn't work in volumes. The more directions you are pulled in, the less distance you travel. The second idea is to learn how people achieve the impossible. Imagine an insanely ambitious goal for yourself, say writing a book or landing on Mars. If you absolutely have to do it, if your life and the lives of everybody else that you cared about depended upon it, how would you do that? You would simply drop everything else. You would become a giant bumblebee, pushing that direction and move very, very quickly. Indeed, insane focus or intense focus on a single goal is perhaps the ultimate success strategy. It is a common pattern found in people from Edison to Einstein. If you could really focus on a single goal and do it constantly, your achievements would reach their theoretical limits. Actually, most of the people do not fail because of their potential. They fail because their potential is spread in many directions. So number 3 idea is to learn how to tame this swarm of bees. You will always attempt to achieve more than you can. You will always attempt more than you can achieve. Unfortunately, going for too many directions is the single quickest way to ensure failure. On the other hand, if you could put your all into one single direction, it's the most easiest way for success. So here's how to do it. So remember these. Aim higher. If your ambitions are small, they are easily overpowered. The big goals, paradoxically, are more likely to stick, because bigger ideas are worth ignoring the smaller goals for. The second idea is that limit to 3. Keep up to 3 lists about your life. One is for home, one is for work, one is for weekend. Each list gets only one objective. If you absolutely had to add more, just remember that each addition will quarter the success rate of that field. Put it off. What you are doing off is not a top priority. You just need to make sure that you are doing it later. Mark Zuckerberg was smart enough to first start Facebook and then learn Chinese. So you need to prioritize. Beware of your idle ones. Watch out what you can do also beside your main goal. They may be harmless, they may be comfortable and automatic, but they are deadly. Each new direction will quarter your achievements in life. So make sure you are really focusing on your real goal. And line up your bumblebees. You may not at the same time find a cure for cancer, land on Mars, or invent the new Google. But you can be at the same time a successful and an athletic CEO. Success and fitness can be complementary goals. A healthier person could be a better leader. That's actually 2 bumblebees lined up together, pushing for the same direction and stronger for it. So the people who achieve the most staggering, the world-changing things in their lives didn't do it by dividing their attentions. They aimed higher, they lined up their bumblebees, and they said no to all the other alternatives that life brings to them. So, if you want to follow your dreams, you need to learn and say no in your life. It's not easy, I know, but if it is about your goals in life, at least you know the price of saying no. Thank you.